Here we go. Here we go. Satellite radio. Put our 4 tools down. There's a 5th. Whimsicott is very close to being a great deck in the standard format, but I think it gained some tools and expanded that help it reach really high potential. Let's take a look at Whimsicott Sigilyph and expanded. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, everyone. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And thank you for being a part of the fastest growing Pokemon TCG YouTube channel on YouTube. Where else would a YouTube channel be? In any case, we are growing like nobody's business. The stats over the last 28 days, the last month have been ridiculous. I want to just thank you so much we've gained over 700 subscribers in the last month, which is just ridiculous. Let's move it on forward into 2021. Keep that momentum going. I'm going to be here making this great content, so I want you to be here. And if you're not already here, just click that little subscribe button down below. Even, maybe if you're not, maybe you might already be subscribed. You might not click the bell. We got videos coming out pretty regularly, so click that bell and you'll get notifications of when we post in the future. Let's take a look at our Whimsicott Sigilyph deck. This deck is very fun and very fast. The Whimsicott here evolves from Cottonee, so we got a stage 1, 90 hit points. Not a lot, especially when we're considering the expanded format and how much damage you can do. But got that big attack there. The Flying Fury for 1 psychic energy does 10 plus. You may discard any number of Pokemon tools from your Pokemon. This attack does 40 more damage for each card you discarded in this way. Now, in the standard format, you actually have a maximum damage cap of, 10 plus a tool on each Pokemon. So if you have an active and 5 bench, then, you have your 250 damage cap in the standard format. But we can hit for one-shots very easily in the expanded format with a little card that y'all know and love, Sigilyph. With the toolbox ability, this Pokemon may have up to 4 Pokemon tool cards attached to it. So immediately we're breaking through that damage cap that Whimsicott has in the standard format. We can one-shot anything, even VMAXs, assuming that we can attach, multiple tools to our Sigilyph. We got a couple of Sigilyph here because you don't really need so many of them. You really only need 1, maybe 2 to get up to the high numbers, depending on how many kind of HP buffs or how high the health is of the opponent's Pokemon. But just keeping it at 2 is fine. You don't need more than that. Please trust me on that one. We got our 4/4 Whimsicott. That is our main attacker. And without any sort of recovery, we need to play a full count. So one thing that I was considered for the deck is something like a Super Rod, something like an Ordinary Rod, a Brock's Grid even. But we'll just keep it at the 4/4 Whimsicott. I think we're going to have a lot of success with this deck when we can run into tag team decks or VMAX decks. So let's just keep it straightforward, consistent, and keep our 4/4 Whimsicott line as the only attackers. Now, in order to kind of make up for the Whimsicott being the only attackers in the deck, I've included the little package of Jirachi Prism. Now, Jirachi Prism Star was in the last format, pre-rotation, very popular with Zacian-based decks. The Wish Upon a Star ability says if you took this Pokemon as a face-down prize card during your turn and your bench isn't full, you may put it into your hand. You may also put it onto your bench and take 1 more prize card. So this is the way that we can kind of try to offset the prize trade that our opponent is trying to, do to us. And it also, you'll notice in the deck that we don't play any gusting options in here. So I've opted for this little package here to try to alleviate the problems that we have with gusting and be able to take those extra prizes on the GXs and tag teams and be able to, give us an extra prize against the 1 prize decks, which is pretty important. We also have, obviously, to complement that Jirachi Prism, you got to have the Guru, which puts it back on the top of the deck, and then you got to have the Mr. Mime, which puts it into the prize card. So we play that little package. We play the 4 Scoop Up Nets, which is going to be really good for us to not only be able to reuse these Jirachi abilities that we have for a little bit of extra draw, but it's also going to help us to pick up the Jirachi EX and be able to reuse our Guru and our Mr. Mime. Now, play the support Pokemon, the Jirachi EX, the Crobat V, and the Dedenne-GX. Might want to, if you play this deck, might want to increase those. I could see maybe a second Dedenne being pretty good. But in any case, coming down to the bottom here, we have our ace spec of choice, the Scoop Up Cyclone. I went back and forth on which ace spec to include. I think any of them, Dowsing Machine, Scoop Up Cyclone, Computer Search would all be very viable options, even like a Life Dew if you really wanted to get crazy and spicy with it. But Scoop Up Cyclone is what I settled on to be able to, again, it has that synergy with the Mr. Mime, the Guru, the Jirachi Prism Star, while also being able to pick up something like the Dedenne or Crobat from your side of the field. So I like Scoop Up Cyclone in here, and obviously one of the cheaper A-specs if you're, maybe don't have a Dowsing Machine because they go for like 40 packs online. You can get yourself a Scoop Up Cyclone for pretty cheap. So here as well, look at the supporters that we have. We have 2 Colress for the boosted draw. We have 2 N, we have 2 Ranger, and 4 Research. So why do I have this lineup of supporters? You'll notice in the trainers that we do not have any of our VS Seekers. Normally that's a card that sees a lot of play in the expanded format, but I'm just gonna go gung-ho with our supporters and say, hey, if you're gonna item lock us, that's pretty bad, right? So I don't want to have any of the VS Seekers clogging our hand, clogging our deck for when our opponent gets up like a Vikavolt or a Seismitoad, something like that. So I'm going to go straight up supporters, no VS Seekers. So we got, obviously our Research is how we're going to churn through the deck the fastest. We got the 2N. Those are going to be how we can kind of disrupt our opponent, and the Colress for the big draw in that late game. But we've also included 2 Ranger. Now, Ranger is particularly important against those item lock decks to be able to attach your tools when they item lock you. But Ranger is also very good for taking away something like the ADP GX attack. So I find Ranger to be very, very strong in this deck. It can also get rid of something like Giratina's Chaos Wheel, which prevents the attachment of special energy. And as we can see, we play the 4 Horror Psychic Energy, so those are special energy going to be blocked. You get the idea. Ranger is a very good very good card in this deck, and at a 2 count, we're going to be able to find it a little bit more easily. We have our tools. Perhaps the biggest part about the deck here is the tools. We have 4 Escape Board, 4 Float Stone, and 4 U-Turn Board. Of course, the U-Turn Board is particularly important for our deck because we get to get them all back to hand when our opponents get knocked out, or when they, remove the tools with like a Field Blower, the U-Turn Board comes back to hand, or when we attack with the Whimsicott, all those tools come back to hand, giving us that damage output turn after turn after turn. So this is the list, you guys. I hope you enjoy these next 3 games with Whimsicott, Sigilyph. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment down below. I read them all, and I respond to like 90% of them. So let's start a little dialogue. If you want as well, the deck list is down in the description below. We got a Discord that you can join. I would love to have you over there where we can talk more shop or talk about things in general. So this is Whimsicott Sigilyph. Enjoy these next few games. Okay. Look at us blending right into the background. Ooh, I'm a floating head. Oh, look at this. All right, take a look. This is a Christmas sweater. Obviously, it's green. As you can see, got the meowy Christmas with a little grumpy cat here. Oh, why so sad, sir? All right, we'll take them off. We'll take them off so that I'm not some weird... See, you can see my arm is green there. So I'm not some weird floating, disemboweled head on the screen. Okay. It's going to get cold, though. I am in the basement. So important to note that I am sacrificing for you, dear children. Yo, the God Start. We could get the... We have the turn 1 Jirachi play. Let's go, baby. I think we go for it if we got Mime. We do. All right, let's go ahead and Mr. Mime. We got an N in hand, so I feel like we're living the dream, really. Got float stones and such. Things are looking up for your boy. All right, let's go, Mr. Mime. Let's Primate Wisdom the child back onto the top of the deck, and then we will get a Mr. Mime down, and we will put that child back on the bottom left. Wow, what a way to come back, am I right? Now, do we put the U-Turn Board on the active, or do we put it on the bench, or do we hold it? I think we're going to just put it on the bench, get it into play before our opponent does some weird shenanigan type thing. But how's my Christmas, you ask? Quite good. It was quite a nice Christmas, very relaxing. Very... Yo, tell me we're playing a tool drop deck? We are? This might be a horrible matchup, actually. I think this is going to be a terrible matchup for us. Because we don't have the attackers, bro. We just don't have the attackers. We only got 4 attackers, buddy. All right, here we go. Luckily, we have them all out and all down here, but still, my goodness. All right, so let's go ahead and evolve. We got ourselves the Sigi. Go here with the floater. We go here. Sure thing. Bada bing, bada boom. Retrizite into here. We do a little bit of Primate Wisdom action, put that research on the top, because apparently every deck in the expanded format plays Marnie, and we'll drop it. Well, we don't even need a Sigilyph. Like, I'm actually going to keep the Sigilyph off the field, and then we'll Flying Fury. We just need to discard 2, so go ahead and discard these. Yeah, I don't know that we actually have, like, a reasonable win condition against this deck. If they can, like, we need to use all of our Whimsicotts, and we need to take 2 prizes before they take 1 prize. If that makes any sense, because as soon as they take their first prize, it's going to be that like compounding interest effect, right? Where they should be able to get attackers going like pretty easily. So I think if they can get a knockout here, it's going to be bad news bears for us, because it's going to be really hard to keep up. Man, I was so excited to showcase this deck, and we're going to run into like our one straight auto loss in the expanded format, a 1 prize deck that like doesn't need any setup. You hate to see it. Anyway, Christmas was good. Played a lot of games. Played a lot of Monopoly. You ever think about how Monopoly is like too real sometimes? Like you get done playing and you're like, I didn't have fun, because it felt like, you know, it felt real, right? Like it felt like, okay, the man has his foot on my throat and he's not letting up. That's how I felt. I went last in all the games that we played. So, immediately right out the gate, you know, as I'm sure we all know in life, you know, you get behind early. It's very hard to come back, but we persevered. And by persevered, I mean, we were bankrupt, immediately. Yeah, pretty much immediately. We were out within like the first like 30 or 40 minutes of the game. Both games. First one out. Let's go, baby. They didn't even know that we had another attacker in the back. Oh, well. So that game right there was definitely not like my Monopoly experience. So anyway, my wife's mom was super happy because she won the first game, and she's like not really a board game player. Certainly doesn't have like the attention span for a lot of board games, or the kind of drive to play like really complex ones. But she knows Monopoly, and she won the first game, and she was super excited because she was like, you know, I did better than JW, who is, you know, very good at these games. So I'm like, first of all, I'm not really that good, but for you to be so happy about it, I'm happy for you. All right, let's go ahead here and put the Cottonee down active. Yo, this could be spicy, dude. This could be spicy. Okay. Since we have 2 Cottonee down, I'm willing to just like chill. They play Chaotic Swell, I think. So I'm just worried about, you know, maybe they have Silent Lab or something. I think we should probably play the Float Stone. I don't think it makes any sense not to. So let's go ahead there. We'll save the quick ball for next turn. And I'm just going to pass here. Pretty strong start immediately here. If we can get something off the end, of course, we could even quick ball Dedenne or something like that. But we're looking at potentially taking a one-shot on this Garchomp and Giratina, which I am super stoked about, gotta say. Not looking too good for my opponent if they can't get up. I mean, something on the bench, right? We already have 3 tools down. We already got our tool attached. She was super happy about that first game. And then we had another friend win the second game. Well, actually, it's my sister-in-law's fiance who won the second game. I was also out immediately. I don't know who you guys choose. I think that tells you a lot about the character of a person, is who they choose when you play Monopoly. So you got the boot, you got the top hat, you got the cannon, the submarine, you got the dog, you got the car. I was the pot of gold. I thought that would bring me some luck. Not a chance. Yeah, no luck to be had. No luck to be had whatsoever. in the second game, I thought I was really slick because I traded somebody for their one blue property. I think it was like Oriental Avenue. So I traded somebody. Oh, don't item lock me, please. Yo, they play Lily's Full Force. My God. But yeah, oh geez, the item lock here would really hurt, obviously. We have 2 Ranger in our deck, which is gonna be, like, we're gonna need the Rangers to like pull their full weight, but it definitely is gonna hurt. They took that DCE, so I'm just a little nervous here. I was thinking I didn't think that they would have this kind of Mewtwo thing in their deck. Yo, we do not see. Okay, they can knock out with Silvally though. Okay, so obviously item lock would be insane here, but we don't see it. So what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Clearly wasn't that important if I forgot. But anyway, oh yeah, the Oriental Avenue, and then I traded for it, and I was like, ooh, I'm really slick because I'm gonna get. Did they not know that we can hit for Psychic Weakness? Oh my gosh. All right, so we go here. Let's like go all in. I say we don't reward them for their bad play. Let's go Quick Ball. And as long as we don't prize like every single draw Pokemon, yeah, let's go Crobat here. Get ourselves some cards. There is a Smell, Chaotic Smell. We do have the Horror, which we might as well. Oh no, we just dropped that, right? We just dropped that. Okay, good looking out. Good looking out, JW. We'll take the Whimsicott. Take the Whimsicott. Go there on the active. Play that down. I think we do play the Cottonee because we already had one knocked out. We don't have a lot of options there. And we could have level balled for the Jirachi and gone for something a little better, and we arguably should have, but we will. Oh, we'll be 10 damage short. No, we will not be 10 damage short. We will not. We needed one more. We needed one more tool. Am I looking at it right? Yeah, we needed one more tool. That is a huge shame. Okay, we'll discard everything to do our damage, but holy moly. We needed one more tool to take a knockout on the Mewtwo and Mew. That's you hate to see it. Obviously, we could have maybe been more aggressive, but I kind of wanted to take the guaranteed Whimsicott just so that we did guarantee that attack. And like there were so many cards we could have drawn off of the Colress. Like we could have drawn another Quick Ball, or we could have drawn another tool, right? We got 12 tools in the deck, man. We could have drawn one. So I traded for the coming back. Well, traded for the Oriental Avenue. And then I had 2 yellows. So I had like Ventnor and Marvin Gardens. And I traded the Oriental to my friend who had the 2 other light blues, and he traded me the 3rd yellow. And this was at a point where like 3 of the other players were right on like free parking around that area. And so I was thinking, okay, if they at least land, if like 2 out of these 3 like land on these yellow properties and I can get some revenue generated, I put some houses on with my remaining money. If I can get some revenue generated, then we're in a, pretty good spot, all things considered. They didn't do it. Yeah, they did not do that. They ended up rolling, 12 or something. They went all the way from free parking around to the greens. They're going to Horror House? That seems so bad. So we retreat into the Sigilyph, I guess? Do we care? Do we retreat into the Crobat? I'm gonna retreat into the Sigilyph, or maybe the Crobat. They're gonna go Gengar Mimikyu and knock us out. I'm just trying to think. Oh, they're gonna damage change. Okay, I see. So let's go into the Crobat. They're gonna probably damage change. That's fine. We're just gonna plan on not dropping another. We're gonna plan on not dropping another Pokemon here. We're gonna plan on not dropping another GX Pokemon. We have the hand to do it, so I think we're pretty good here. So I thought it was real slick. Anyway, they ended up moving around my properties, and I got like one more turn, and then there was already a person that had like all the oranges, or no, it was all the pinks built up, and I ended up landing on the pinks, and yeah, it was a whole thing. So pretty rough times for sure. Okay. Go here. I'm gonna put them all here. And then let's just get out another cot. And we're gonna just pitch the end. I could mess with my opponent, but I really need to take this knockout. So I'm gonna go research. That's our last end. I fully realize that that is our last one. Are we still short? Good Lord, we are still short. Okay, well, what can you do? You know, we have not drawn into the things that we needed to draw into. So what we can do is we can retreat into the Jirachi, and we need one tool out of the top 2 cards. So it seems so crucial that a Jirachi EX might be the best play, but then I don't want to give him the 2 prize options. So let's go Dreamy Rev. We're going to hit a tool. Like I said, easy money. We'll Scoop Up Net, the active, go ahead into the Whimsicott, give him a little Escape Board action, give him a little Evolve action, give him a little Jirachi just for the heck of it, and then Flying Fury, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that... Yeah, I was going to say, that is a knockout. I know it is. Yeah. Okay, good. So anyway, I won a game of Terraforming Mars over the weekend. That was probably the bright spot. I won a game of Point Salad, which we picked up from our local library. Our local library is insane. We can get these... Maybe I didn't want to drop the Jirachi because maybe we had an outside shot at like Wish Upon a Star onto this Latios. I don't know if they leave it active. But anyway, played some Point Salad. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's a great game for kids. It's kind of like Sushi Go, where you have these different, you're trying to make different salads, and they all have like different points that you get based on what vegetables you get. So like a carrot, if you have this one salad, it's like carrot is worth, 3. And if you have, and then there's others where it's like carrot plus tomato is worth 7 or something like, you get the idea. Oh, we're poisoned? Oh, we're just going to knock you out next turn? Let's see how much damage we can do. We do need more, tools down, right? We do need more tools. Oh, we could attack. Oh no, we couldn't attack for less. There it is. We got that. We got that tool. Sick. So let's go here. Let's go Flying Fury. GG to my opponent. Well played, sir. Point Salad. That was a good game, so I ended up winning that one. It's like a drafting game, which I really have like an affinity for. I think drafting games are some of the most fun that you can have. So like Point Salad, Sushi Go, Seven Wonders, all these kinds of drafting games I am really big into because they seem very easy, but you can really, there's like such a depth to them where you can, if you track the cards well enough, you can determine, what your opponent is trying to get. And then in the future, you can counter draft what your opponent's trying to get. All that to say, Monopoly was not skill-based. No, it was skill-based enough. There's the skill-based, the skills in Monopoly are all soft for the most part, right? Because you're trying to negotiate is the biggest thing. Oh, gee. Heck. You're trying to negotiate, right? So those are like the skills that you need. You need those soft skills when you're playing Monopoly. That's what people overlook. They're like, oh, it's all luck. It is, to an extent. Because you need to be able to trade. And I didn't have the leverage, and I also outplayed myself in the first game. I think I waited a little too long to try to make some deals. So we go Level Ball. I mean, I think we just get a Cottonee out. Seems about right. Do we have Mr. Mime in the deck? We do not. Okay. Alrighty then. All right, so here's my thought. We go Scooper Uppy. Scoopy Uppy. We go here. I don't know what my opponent's playing, so I don't want to leave it to chance. You know what I'm saying? We'll go here. Retreat. Attach and pass. Okay, so we got the Scoop Up Cyclone for next turn to be able to scoop up that Jirachi, but we're kind of protecting ourselves because we kind of need this Cottonee to survive. You know, let's be honest here. We kind of need that Cottonee to survive. We got a new expansion for Terraforming Mars. I know there are a few of you out there that watch these videos pretty religiously. Got a new expansion called Turmoil. We're excited to try that out tonight after we make some dinner. Try out is this going to be a winnable matchup? I think this is where the Jirachi combo is going to come in big. So when we knock out the ADP, we're going to need to draw into the combo. Or we're going to need to draw into the Mr. Mime, I should say, to be able to get the combo off. So there's the Bill's analysis. Not having the Jirachi GX in play with the Scoop Up Cyclone is going to be big for us too. We could also just Ranger my opponent, actually. Now that I think about that, I'm like making all these like, oh, we could make if we just get the combo play. No, let's just Ranger my opponent. Come on. Yeah, you didn't think we would play 2 Ranger now, did you, buddy? We should have checked to see if we had another Ranger in deck. That's on me for talking too much about Monopoly and not enough about the game. But we do see a pass, and that is going to be a shame if we like don't have a Ranger in the deck. Let's go there. Let's just go for it. Pitch it all. They field blowered away our tool, which is definitely a shame. But do get a Whimsicott. Okay, so here's the question that you actually have to ask yourself. Do you go for the triple draw? Draw 3 cards? You know that they're not doing anything on their next turn. Or do you go for the knockout? That's a head scratcher. What do you do? Pause the video and let me know down in the comments below what you would do. I'm just kidding. Okay, since we have a prevalence of N in the format, and since they're on the back foot and didn't get an energy attachment, and we know that their one supporter in hand is a Guzmahala, I think we take the knockout. So I'm going to go U-Turn Board there, because there are so many things we could draw on the next turn, right? We could draw a Quick Ball. We could draw another Whimsicott. Or excuse me, another Cottonee. We could draw a supporter. Okay, so like immediately I feel like we're happy here. Like honestly, next turn we could triple draw. All right, we could triple draw next turn. But I think not giving them that free Jirachi is probably the best thing that we could do. I'm open to being wrong on that, but I think it might just be the best thing that we could do. So there's that energy attachment. We do see that altered creation. We're going to hope that we can get into a Ranger. We do get into an N. Now, do we play it? I think the answer is yes, because they have one single Pokemon. So let's go Scoop Up Net. I'm going to use it on the Sigilyph just to burn a card. Let's go attach. Let's go attach. I know it's bad. I know it's bad to end my opponent here, but we want to do this. We get Quick Balls. Okay, great. Great stuff. So let's go here. Let's go. We're going to ditch the Ranger. Should we? How many do we need? How many tools do we need? Should we ditch the Ranger, y'all? How many tools do we need? 1, 2. I think we can win, actually, since we took a prize. I don't think we need to worry about the... I don't think we need to worry about it. So let's get a Guru out. Because that... No. Actually... What's something we can discard? Yeah. Let's discard the Jirachi. Okay. 2 Ranger. They never saw it coming. They never saw it coming. We'll go Dedenne here. Sure. Biggest ROI, Dedenne. All right. Yo. We have a Crobat left. So we go here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4 is 160. So we're at 170 now. Okay. We're at 170. We go Crobat for 4. So we need 3 more tools off of 4 cards. Oh, it's so close. Okay. What, at this point you do this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5. So 210. What, you just do 210? Right? You do 210. Okay. Sure. You know what? 210. Okay. I'm feeling good. We took that first knockout. That's honestly one of the biggest things that you need to do against an ADP deck to have a chance is be able to take that first knockout. If you take that first knockout, then you're in a pretty good position because they take a knockout here. They go down to 2 prizes unless they have a great catcher. Then it blows everything up. Then we just... No! No! Well, we risked it for the biscuit, didn't we? We risked it for the biscuit. Now, if they have a gust, they will win. Okay, well, we had the chance. I think you take the chance. If they had a benched Pokemon there, I don't think in any situation would we have discarded our whole hand. But I think, you know, you got to go for the content. You got to go for the, you know, the big plays, right? You got to do it, right? What are we here for if not for the big plays? At this point, let's give him the Whimsy. Sure. Let's go. We'll attach here. We'll do this. 1, 2, 3. We'll go here. Get ourselves. We don't need anything, but just some more men. Thank you very much. We'll go here. Sure. Play some level balls because we don't need them anymore. Take this. Take this. And then again, if they have a gust, they have a boss's orders. GG. Flying Fury. 1, 2. Well, we only need 2 actually. So let's just go 1, 2. Okay. Very good. All right, it's gonna come down here. They really did nothing. I don't think they played a supporter for a draw the entire game, and they could still win. Yo, give me all the tools, please. Thank you so much. Just show me the gust. Show me the gust. Are we going to get BM'd here? I wish I could tell you more about my Christmas vacation, but this is just too hype. Far too hype. VS Seeker? I don't think they had a Guzma. Did they have a Guzma? No, they don't. Oh, let's go. Let's go. VS Seeker again? For the Guzma Hala. Crobat? Okay. They could still get it. Come on. Dedenne, no. No, they definitely have it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Trainer's mail. Float Stone. Oh, come on. I am curling up. My soul is curling up inside my body. Speaking of soul, we did watch that movie over the break. Maybe I'll talk about the movies that we watched on the next episode on the channel, because we watched a couple of good ones. One I was particularly enthralled with, and then there was another one that was also like very good that we watched. Maybe a guru. Maybe their last card is like a guru, and then they can... Okay. Don't overthink. Did we win? Let's go. They're going to take 20 damage. That's an easy dub. We got so many tools on the field. Let's go load up our Sigilyph and just go to town, baby. GG to my opponent. Here we go. Satellite radio. Put our 4 tools down. There's a 5th. Why not? Flying Fury. 4, 5, 6, 7. You're done, bud. Get out of here. You thought you had us. Not today. Not today. Our Whimsicott deck pulling through. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comment section below. If you like the deck, that is also in the description as well. I run a podcast. I do Twitch. I got the YouTube channel that is buzzing right now. So if you are not a subscriber, please make sure to subscribe. Yeah, that's going to do it for us today. Congratulations to Whimsicott. Congratulations to all my opponents. And I'll catch you on the next video. Remember, as always, good luck and also have fun.